next is applying shimmer highlight. MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter. It is a really good highlighter. It's really pigmented. It's so glowy and it really catches the light beautifully. It's a classic. Everybody has Soft and Gentle, even though they find, you know, new favorites here and there, something trendy. I didn't have any new highlighters for a very long time. It's my first highlighter. So if you need a first highlighter, it's the best one with a large blending brush. So it's similar to this one, but this is like a really cheap one from eBay. It's a really fluffy one. So even though I do have a lot of blending brushes, they aren't really as fluffy. These ones are really big blending brushes, but this is a really crappy one. Just really crappy. So flimsy, hair will fall out. It's just not cute. I will use a matte blush in Well Dressed. This isn't my everyday blush, but I think it suits a lot of makeup, a lot of skin tone. It isn't too bright pink. I like a more peachy blush to kind of give you that warm bronze look. I am using this brush to apply the blush. This is like the perfect type of brushes to apply blushes. I normally use this one, but it's a bit too dense. But because it is synthetic on top, you can't really mess up with this, so that's why I use it. So I'm gonna use this Well Dressed shade with a nice brush. Dense enough to focus it on my cheeks, but fluffy enough to help blend that out. It's not matte, but it's not overly shimmery. It has a little bit of a sheen to it. So it's perfect to give me a nice color on my cheek and some glow. So it's not very pigmented. You can't really mess up with it. You shouldn't be able to. So see, this is like, there isn't even any excess. So what I'm gonna do with this is just tap it on my cheeks, around my cheeks, and then bring it up. So if you smile, you can see the apples of your cheeks better, and then bring up. So looking at that, I can already see the sheen that it's giving, but it's not shimmery, so it's giving you a nice glow. So you really want to make sure that you're bringing it up, because that will really help with bringing out those cheeks. Tapping it on. I'm gonna take a little bit of this blush that I normally wear. It's a peachy blush, which I really like. And this is really pigmented. And it's a drugstore Australis blush. I'm just applying that same thing on the apples of my cheeks and bringing it up a little bit. So it just adds a little bit more color. Oh, look at that. I really like that so much better. And I'm trying to finish this blush so that I can use more of like my other ones, but this is a really nice blush. Really pigmented too, so you won't have to keep applying. Just bring that up. I just feel like it has like a really nice color. See how that gives it more color? But you have to be careful with it because it is really pigmented and it is loose because I did crush it. Oh my god. Alright. So I'm just gonna tap that. See, that's why you want to tap, because sometimes they really get in places where they're not meant to be. What I'm doing now is dragging it a little bit further, closer. So this is giving me like a really blushed. This is really nice to blend everything in, and just dust powders on your face. So because it's synthetic, it's a dual fiber, it doesn't blend things too much, it doesn't move things. So if you over apply something like your contour or blush, this really helps. I like to apply highlight last so that I don't blend shimmer all over my face. Stay where it's meant to be. So taking my set over here and just tapping it, there is a lot of excess, and then applying it on my cheekbones, on top of my cheekbones. So I like this to really stand out, so I'm gonna apply about 3 layers. Okay, maybe 2 layers is enough since I'm not doing a look. So same thing on the other side. So using a small blending brush like this really helps focus that product, that highlight on the tops of your cheekbones. Taking a little bit on the tip, just like that, and applying it on top of my eyebrows. I used to not like doing this, but this gives a nice dewy finish. And then applying like the excess on my temples. Same thing. And then applying one layer of highlight on my nose. I used to apply so much, but one layer is enough to give you that nice glow without overpowering disco light nose. I'm applying it on my Cupid's bow, but using my fingers to really pack that on. I used to hate doing this. I just felt like the shape wasn't pretty when I did this, but I really like it now. Highlight my brow bone and my inner corner. This dirty white, kind of yellow, white yellow shade. And it's matte, using a small shader brush. Tapping that so I don't get a lot of fallouts. So I really like that highlighted look, especially when you get your eyebrows done. And then on my inner corner, brighten that up. Taking my Soft and Gentle highlighter, applying a bit on the brow bone. Kind of just blend that in. A little bit of bronzing on my nose. So my bronzer and my blush and my highlight are kind of mixing together today. I usually kind of have them separated, especially the highlight, because especially if you've got like, you know, acne and stuff, you don't really want that going anywhere else besides your cheekbone. Bringing it up. It's summertime, we want to be shimmering in the sun. So anyways.